Hello everyone, welcome to Testng tutorial. I'm Raghavendra Mishra, and in this video we are going to learn Extent Report 5 and we will see how to generate Extent Report for our Testng and Selenium project. So let us understand what is Extent Report. So basically it is a logger style reporting library for automated test. Extent Report uses the logging style to add information about test sessions such as creation of test, adding screenshots, assigning tags and adding events or series of steps to sequentially indicate the flow of the test steps. So I have submitted my changes to GitHub. You can refer to this URL and get those Java files downloaded and use it in your Maven project. So let us go to the Eclipse and see what all dependencies are needed for our extent report to work. So basically you can download 5.0.9 a dependency from the MVN repository. You have to search for extent report. So let us go to the MVN repository and see where are those dependency located. So let me tell you guys, like when you search for extent report, right, you will get two artifacts, two URLs. So don't use this relevant code because it is deprecated, and the last release you can see 2016 and the last release for this was 2021. So you have to use, since they have moved all the artifact from relevant docs to event stack, so you have to open this event stack one and you have to take the latest dependencies from here, and along with and you have to add to the your pom.xml, like I have done it already, and along with this event stack extent report dependency, you have to add Testng dependency and Selenium Java also, of course, into the your pom.xml, and common.io is added because we are taking the screenshot, right, in one of our test cases, so that is needed, right, for file utils operation. So that is that, and once you save this, all those dependency, all those jars will be available for your project, Maven project, so you can make use of those classes, right, when you write the Testng script. So let us go to the first Testng class and see what is done here. So basically this is the reference variable for extent report. So extent report, what is that class for? So it is used to generate an HTML report on the user specified path. Okay, and extent, since we have deprecated extent HTML reporter, so we are using extent Spark reporter, right? So I have taken the reference variable of this, and later we will creating the object of this class, and we have also useful this extent test report. Okay, so extent test class, so this is used to log test steps onto the generated HTML report. So this one is for generating a report and this is for logging. Okay, so this class is used, and since this is my Testng class, so I have those annotation Testng annotations available. So in the at the rate before test, I am just actually setting up the config and report, setting up the config and the name of my report. So you can see, right, I have generated extent report also, object of extent report, and here the Spark is the object of extent Spark reporter, right, and I am actually giving generating one HTML file inside the target folder. Okay, so inside the target folder, one report called MyFirstReport.html will be generated, and this particular object I am passing into the attach reporter method. Okay, so this whole thing is set up. Okay, so extent report and extent test. Okay, this is for generation, this is for logging, and this is that replacement of extent HTML reporter class. Okay, so that is deprecated in extent report 5. Okay, so here you can set the theme. So there are two themes available, standard and dark, and this is the document title, and this is the name of that report, test report by Raghavendra Mishra. Okay, and this is my first test. So using this extent object, I can create one test. The test name is my first test, and I can log something to something to that. I can log something in my report HTML, right? My first report.html. So you can change it to my test is passed, something like that. Okay, test is passed, and test is failed. Okay, you can like this if it makes sense to you. And .log status failed. So you can see, you will see the different uh, log values also, logger level, so which is pass, fail, skip info. So those are available with extent no, report 5, and those are very similar to standard uh, logging, okay, which is available or provided by the log4j. Okay, and at the end of this, I'm just flushing this in after test annotation. I'm just flushing this um, object. Okay, extent.flush is used for that. So this is my test, and let me run it. So I will see the target. I will see this file must my first report.html inside the target folder. So let me run this test ng and refresh this project. Okay, so I will refresh this and I can expect my first report.html here. Okay, let me open in the default browser, and so this is the dark theme which is available, and you can see the summary here. So one test is passed and one test is failed. Okay, what is that test? So test is false, so this is detail which we have mentioned, and this is that detail. Okay, test is passed and test is failed, which we have mentioned, and you can see the timestamp also, and the status is failed here, status is passed. Okay, so overall this is that. So you can see there are very limited, you know, icons are available on the left hand side. So it is let me tell you guys, it is available based on the operation you actually do and the logging level you set, right? So there are multiple things which can be done into this using extent report. So you can customize this report, so based on your need. So let me just go to the different extent report filter Java. So here you can see I have created one more same thing, test object and Spark, and available. Why we are calling this class as filter? So based on like your expectation or requirement, right? If you want to filter out all those failed test cases, right? Failed test cases in separate report, right? Spark fail. So here I am actually filtering my failed test cases, and you know uh, reporting only failed test cases. So I will be generating Spark fail and Spark fail.html and log all those failed ones into that. So there will be no passed test cases reported or um, you know uh, reported or added into this Spark fail.html. Okay, so this is that, and let me just run it, and along with I mean, like I have used multiple log levels, right? As status fail, warning, skip info, and passed, of course. So I have used all those in my this test report only contains failures test, and in the second one I have just make one test case passed. So this is very similar to the first one which we have seen, and this is the exception by intentionally we are making one test case failed, so that we can see that how it is report the exception, runtime exception on the log, how it is reporting into the extent report basically. And yeah, so this is tagging, and this is adding device. Okay, so this is how you can create the test and add the test to the category. Okay, a tag, and these are the this one. So you can create the test like test category and assign the tag 1, and you can provide all those details, and you can make this test case pass, fail, or skip, or in. Okay, so whatever, I mean, is your requirement. So you can achieve through, or you can set the logger based on your requirement. Okay, and make those test cases pass, fail, skip. Okay, and you can see them in the report. Okay, so this is that, and as I said, like it is filtering all those failed test cases one. So you can see the it has been created, and we are applying a dot filter and a status filter, and as in when the status is fail, then we are actually applying. And you can also see, like I have created a Spark all, so other test, all those failed and pass will be reported in the Spark all.html, and this is how you can pass two object, okay, into the extent attach reporter method. So I am just passing fail one and Spark all both, so that it can capture all those in the respective logs. So for all, it will be recorded in Spark all .html inside target, and only failed test cases will be recorded in spark fail.html. Okay, let me run it and see the result. Okay, let me refresh this and see. So it has generated yeah, don't get confused because we have not refreshed this file maybe, and this is the past one. This is Spark. We are interested in Spark all and Spark fail. Okay, so this is that. So let me see if it contains only failed ones or not. So yeah, as I mentioned, it only contains the failed ones, fail scenario. Okay, so this is that, and Spark all will have all this, all those test cases recorded. So everything, pass, fail, skip, warning, info. So you can see here. Okay, and you can see the category, author, device, bug, runtime exception, and see the runtime exception also in detail. Okay, what is the reason for that runtime? Okay, why it is uh, getting caught, why there is exception, all those details can be found here. And this is that, and this is pie chart as I mentioned. So you can refresh if it is not coming. You can see the pie chart. Okay, so this is that, and let me also tell you like how you can record the Gherkin syntax. So this is that Gherkin one. So you can have one scenario, right? So for that scenario also, Gherkin scenario, you can record, you can add them to the logger except in the extent report. So this is that scenario, refund scenario, a refund item by so this is that feature, a refund item test by Raghavan, and this is a scenario basically. So for that we are actually capturing this scenario into the extent report. Okay, and we are making this test case. Let me fail it. So I will run this test, and where we are capturing into the spark bdd.html. Okay, so this is that file. Okay, so you can see the console if it is pass or fail, and if any error. So you can see all those tests are passed, test test are passed. Now time to see the report, extent report. So I will open with default browser, and we'll see. So refund test, all those scenario test steps are captured into the log. You can see how beautifully this is captured in the extent report, right? And all those test scenarios like test steps, whatever times it has taken, right? You can see, and all those are like failed, pass, everything is captured here. Even in fact you can capture the detail also, right? So we are just making simple pass and fail. You can give more detail if you want instead of pass fail. Okay, here we are simply writing pass and fail, so it is captioning like that. And let me pass it. So I will say test scenario is passed. Okay, and just before we run, let me also tell you like any syntax Gherkin keyword which is not supported by the extent report, right, or not compatible, then you can use set Gherkin dialects. Okay, and by default we are setting it to the German. Okay, so anything which is not supported still can be utilized with the help of extent.set Gherkin dialects. Okay, so any keyword which is by default not available with the extent report, we can also make that as a keyword, and like I'm using some of the German keyword, okay, German strings, and making them as a keyword here. Okay, and you can do that like that you with the help of set Gherkin's dialects. Let me run this, and we will see this scenario if this is getting passed this time or not, and it has this test scenario is passed in that. Okay, so this was the scenario, and I have run it, and let me just refresh it, and this which was failed earlier will now be passed. Okay, so we can see the result, right? A refund item test by Raghavan, this scenario is completely passed. So it depends on scenario how you want to log the test steps. So instead of method name or whatever, right, you have luxury to add the logger for each steps in using extent report. Okay, so this is that, and now Let me go to the one more screenshot.java, and I can show you like how you can take a screenshot uh, if that is there in your scenario. Okay, so this is again I have set the config in the before test, and this is that spark report config, set document title, and set report name, which is SDET adda test report, and I'm using a standard report, not the dark one. So there are two themes available. Okay, and this is the report name, so spark reporter. So as I mentioned, I mean, we have replaced in extent report 5 uh, that HTML reporter, extent HTML reporter is deprecated, and it has been deleted. So instead of that, we are using extent spark reporter. So this is the location of my report file, HTML file again, and this is the config setting which I have just mentioned. So extent config.xml is also one of them which can overwrite once you load that, but uh, nonetheless, I mean, like, you can still make use of those values by invoking these config through spark reporter object, and you can set the document title, report name, and themes like that. Okay, which was done through that extent config.xml. Okay, so this is my code to take the screenshot, which I have already created. For this I have already created the video. You can refer to that video, and you can take, quickly take a glance at it. So basically we are capturing the screenshot, and we are actually putting them inside the screenshot folder. Okay, so this is that, and we are actually copying them to the destination. Okay, so the destination is nothing but the screenshot folder inside the user directory. Okay, and this is that code to take the screenshot, and we are actually taking that screenshot as a file, and we are storing with that date name also. So date name is this. So based on the current timestamp, that screenshot will be recorded captured and recorded into that. Basically we are adding, right, we are capturing, and we are appending that date name, and we are copying into the screenshot folder. Okay, and we are returning that. So as in when, like, we are invoking we have this before method wherein we are setting that Chrome driver and initializing basically the web driver, Chrome web driver, and we are calling twitter.com, and there are two scenario, right, to verify the Twitter title. So set equal, so we are actually verifying, and we are verifying the logo also. So when we are giving the a different logo, right, this test case might fail, and when it as in when, like, it is failed, it will actually capture the screenshot. So when it finds that this I test result, right, is the listener, so when it will listen to the failed events, as in when, like, any failure occurs, it will actually capture the screenshot and with this, and it will report that test case as failed. Okay, with that screenshot. So you can see that screenshot in your extent report HTML extent report file, which will be generated inside the target SDET at the extent report dot SDET at the extent report dot HTML. So in this you will see the screenshot also attached. Okay, so this is the beauty of this extent report. So, and also if the test case is like uh, pass, right, so based on, like, whether you can skip, you can pass, and if it is passed, you can change the color name also. So this is the markup helper class, which is used to display the output in different colors basically. Okay, so for skip you will have them in the orange, and you can customize, right, based on your requirement and need. So let me just minimize it, and let me go to the, we have covered Gherkin, we have covered screenshot, we have covered filter, different kind of filters are there. So wherein we are actually storing the failed ones, all failed ones, and you also can see, like, these many filters are available. Okay, fail, warning, skip, info, pass. Let me go to the extent report 5, which I have copied it from the extent report. Basically, let me just show you where it is. So you can go to that extent report documentation in the site itself, and this is that example, right, complete example. So you can copy this code and which is available inside this extentreport.com, version 5 Java. So this is that URL. Okay, I'm gonna give the every details in the description, so you can refer to the description. And when you are copying this, and you can add this whole code inside one test annotation in Testng class, because this is your standalone program, right, which has main method. So you are not going to write a main method, right? So instead of having it in the separate Java program, you can have it in the whole code. Just remove this. Okay, and that is what I have done in this class. So I have added the whole code inside test annotation. Okay, so you can see this. Okay, so this whole program is written here. So let me tell you guys, like okay, so screenshot we have covered, but we didn't see the result of that, right? So let me quickly show you how we can capture. So we have launched that twitter.com twice, since there were two tests, and when I refresh this, I will see the report SDET adda extent report.html. Let me open this into the default browser. It is open browser. So this is what we have captured the screenshot, right? So one test is failed, one test case is passed. So verified title test case passed, and this is failed. Okay, and we also have a screenshot for this failure. Okay, so you can also see the system variable which we have set as adda, and the report name you can see as adda test report here. So by default you will not get this, you have to invoke, you have to add that, right? So by default you will get the timestamp and the today's date, and username I have added environment production, so you can see everything. So config and environment is set. Okay, you can see that. Let's go back to this and change it from, yeah, screenshot we have covered, Gherkin syntax we have covered, we have covered filter, and this is what like I just explained that we have copied. I have copied it from the extent report documentation, basically the extentreport.com, and when you run it, you will we will see the report inside target spark.html, right? So let me refresh it, and yeah, target spark.html, right? So just before we open the HTML or this one extent report, we can see all those are covered, right, in this program, basically in this test script. So we have created the test case for a screen capture, so wherein we are actually capturing using this media entry, and we are giving the name of that. So maybe uh, these add screenshot, we have not given the detailed code which can be seen here screenshot. So as in when your requirement you have a requirement to capture the screenshot, so you can utilize that this extent report screenshot at Java, and you can write in detail. You can make that test case pass and fail based on the requirement, and then we are actually creating the test for log levels. You can see info pass, warn, skip, fails, all those are covered here in this test case. Okay, we have created the test for code block. We have created the test for parent with child. So here we are making this test case pass. This test is created as a toggle as part of child test of parent with child. Here some of the tests are created for the tagging category. You can see the author. I've just explained you, and this assigned device. And one test case we are creating making it fall, and we are throwing the runtime exception also. Okay, let me run it again, and we have then plus the report, right, extent.flush. Okay, so let me just run it, and what you can do, we can run it, and we can open that report. We have already refreshed that, and let me just redo it again. So where is that report generated? It is generated inside the spark.html. Let me open it with the default. web browser. So you can see all those logins are available, and as I said, like we have not captured exactly, but this is the placeholder for that screenshot, okay, in the screen capture. So you can write the concrete program the way I have written in that one, screenshot .java, and you can find those Java, all those classes in the GitHub, and I will tell you the path for that in the description. You can refer. And let me just go to the report again. So you can see all those icons, right, based on like how many type of report you want. Like if you throw the runtime exception, so this bug icon will be coming or can be seen here on the left hand side, and this is for the category. So if you see the category for the tagging, right, and this is for the device, and this is for the author, and this is for the whole statics, right. So if it is not showing the pie chart, you can refresh it maybe and go back again, and you can see that, right. All those details will be available inside this tabular form. So this is how you can customize your extent report and make your uh, statistics or reporting beautiful, and can share that with stakeholders. Okay, so I hope this information was useful, guys, and also you can download the source code from here. So I have uploaded the form.xml, extent config.xml also, which is optional, you don't need to. And this is for the screenshot, this for the Gherkins syntax, filter 5 and theme basically. Okay, I have changed that with, so that is nothing but the extent config first uh, test.java. Okay, so this is that. And if you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. And I will see you in next video. Thanks for watching and keep learning. Thank you.